What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on Scoop's World, and this is your boy Scoop. And today we're going to go over a video comparing rookie Lonzo Ball and rookie LaMelo Ball. If you're a person who loves watching the NBA, the top college basketball players in the world, or the top high school basketball players in the nation, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Comment below, who are you taking? Rookie Lonzo or rookie LaMelo? And it's not as easy as you think it is, because Lonzo got them clamps. You feel me? But I'm taking LaMelo. Stay tuned.
It's yours.
Like I said, comparing rookie Lonzo and rookie LaMelo Ball. Let's see what they're talking about.
Lonzo Ball started his NBA career in a summer league game against the Los Angeles Clippers, a game that to this date is one of the most watched and anticipated summer league games.
Patrick Beverly was clamping that boy up.
Lonzo Ball would show the world why the Lakers took him with the second overall pick. He would get the ball at the perimeter and
I'm talking about the first regular season game.
And threw a perfect lob to give the
Patrick
Lakers
Beverly
the early lead.
Yeah.
This was a
but preseason game, Lonzo was getting buckets.
Remember vividly. Brandon Ingram was the second overall pick in the draft the year prior, and after a disappointing rookie season, Lakers fans were expecting a big jump. Getting on the board early in this
Baby Durant
game in which he looked incredible.
Can't give up on him yet.
26 points before leaving with a minor injury from the guy that they just went all in on was huge for the hope of Lakers fans. The team had just traded away LiAngelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015, a great young guard, due to the arrival of Lonzo Ball. I'm not sure I'll ever forget that moment. Now, Lonzo wouldn't have a great game, scoring 5 points on 2 for 15 from the field. The emotions of Lakers fans definitely started the game off way better than they ended. Now, he would go on to have 36 points in a performance 2 games later, and would lead LA to the Summer League title, taking home MVP, averaging 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists a game. LaMelo's NBA debut would come in a preseason game against the Toronto Raptors. With no summer league this year, it was our first chance.
Yeah, ain't no summer league, no real summer league. You can't really.
It would be just weeks away from the beginning of the NBA season. What's so crazy about this game is that it was possibly the most highly anticipated Charlotte game in that team's history. LaMelo's been in the spotlight since he was the age of an 8th grader, dominating high school basketball with his brothers. A season where
bringing in ticket sales,
the national title. He has and is one of the most well-known basketball players on this planet. I can almost guarantee you that more people have heard of LaMelo Ball than Damian Lillard. Somehow the Hornets.
What? Did you say more people heard of LaMelo Ball than Damian Lillard? If you're one of those people, do you know basketball? Cause Damian Dollar, yeah.
Hornets got him with the 3rd pick, and man, did everyone have their eyes peeled for his debut. Not only because of who he is, but for many, this was their first time seeing him in a real game. For the most part, everyone's experience of LaMelo has come from highlights, whether that was in high school or overseas. Now, everyone is getting a chance to see him raw and uncut. Oh, and it's his NBA debut. On the surface, it wasn't a great game. You'd go 0 for 5 from the field and turn the ball over 4 times. So for a game like this, I really think all anyone was looking for was potential.
And 10 boards and 5 assists.
The 6'8" point guard would go out and grab a team-high 10 rebounds in 16 minutes. And despite the turnovers, the gifted passing was on full display. In his first game, he already had a highlight heard around the world.
Ball. Number 9. Oh, behind the back pass. Wow, that's a little flare. Look at that pass right on the money in stride.
I started this video off by comparing their first NBA appearance, but for the rest of the video, I want to compare their frame, their skill/performance, which is obviously tough, because for Lonzo, we have a sample size of a whole rookie season. For LaMelo, we just have a couple preseason games, and their situation. Now, comparing their frame is actually pretty interesting, as it's a huge part of why they've been able to get to where they are. Yes, their skills are exciting, but it's those skills at these oversized frames that have gotten them selected at the top of their respective drafts.
That's because their dad is 6'6", and their mom's like 6'2".
When it comes to Lonzo Ball, actually, except for his crazy jump shot form.
Yeah, that thing ugly.
With the NBA draft, his height
In the league, though.
really helped his case for being a top pick. Regardless of his height, he had a great case. He just averaged 15 points, 8 assists.
Hey, UCLA, Lonzo?
55% from the
He
field.
probably could have won number 1.
41% from 3. He came in as a freshman and was the best passer in the country, leading UCLA to the top offense. You add in the fact that he's 6'6" to that equation, and he becomes a consensus top 3 pick. What's interesting about LaMelo's height is when he first jumped onto the national stage, no one knew how tall he would be. Everyone knew
5'6".
he would be tall due to his parents, brothers, and the height he already was. We just didn't know if it was going to be around 6'3", pretty average size for the point guard position, or closer to his brother's height. Funny enough, he actually became the tallest member of the family, and I really don't think many saw that coming. LaMelo right now is currently listed by the Charlotte Hornets at 6'8". Something.
That boy's 6'8". Woo! Yeah, I'm taking LaMelo. Sorry, Lonzo. 6'8". I mean, Alonzo, I know you play better defense, but he's 6'8". Yeah.
I think he might actually be taller than that, but personally, I don't think that's the case. Now, this is what has everyone excited to see what he can do. He's a true point guard in a frame we've only seen a couple players ever play this position at. Up until recently, this was almost unheard of, with the exception of Magic Johnson, and would have been gaining much more attention leading up to the draft if it wasn't for this becoming a slightly more normal thing over the past few years with players like Ben Simmons, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James. Ultimately, I think his height is going to be huge for LaMelo. It puts almost no ceiling on his potential and should help him with some of the more concerning parts of his game. Next up, we've got their skills, and this is the main thing everyone wants to compare for obvious reasons. In a lot of ways, they're very similar, which makes sense because they're brothers, but in a lot of ways, they are different. These two are so interesting to compare because we've never seen two brothers playing at this high of a level. Yes, we've seen brothers in the league, such as the Currys and the Hollands, but we're talking about brothers that went in the top
defense, Lonzo, hustle, Lonzo.
Drafts. Absolutely insane. Their passing is the main thing they relate on, as despite LaMelo just getting to the league, they are both some of the best passers right now. In this one, we're not really comparing to Lonzo's rookie year specifically, as he was a great passer when he came in, and there just wasn't that much room to grow, in my opinion, in that department. While there's a lot of great passers in terms of finding the open man cutting or making a great entry pass, the Ball brothers go way beyond that. They're some of the best long-range passers in the league and love pushing the ball up the court regardless if that pass will show up in the box score, something some of these stat stuffers struggle with. Now, they do have slightly different styles. LaMelo tends to go for the bounce pass in a lot of circumstances, while Lonzo a lot of times looks the best throwing through the air. The scoring is probably where they differ the most. If I were comparing the players right now, it would be slightly different, but man, Lonzo's rookie year was ugly in terms of scoring. He averaged 10 points, shooting 36% from the field and 30% from 3. The college game came easy to Lonzo. There wasn't much shot creation needed.
I see
his time at UCLA,
LaMelo averaging smooth
tougher
13, 14.
made it hard for him to do really
like 14,
anything
6,
he was
and 5.
His unique shot form made clean looks beyond the perimeter a rarity. He's a great athlete, but had a really hard time creating for himself, and it was ugly when he had to deal with any type of adversity at the rim. LaMelo is much different. Lonzo grew up as a passer and tried to become a scorer. LaMelo grew up as a scorer, and over the past few seasons has unleashed his passing ability. LaMelo's handles and ability to create for himself is almost uncomparable to Lonzo. LaMelo shines the most as a scorer with the ball in his hands, creating for himself with his handle. His skill set at the rim is what makes me really confident in LaMelo being a better scorer, possibly off the bat. He's got a great floater.
In high school, LaMelo would make buckets.
Traffic at the basket, a skill set Lonzo just doesn't have to this day. He's also much better at creating contact and making shots at the line, something Lonzo just can't do, period.
Yo, chill out, Lonzo like that, yo.
Given that LaMelo is some super efficient high-volume scorer. In fact, I think he's going to be pretty inefficient to start things off. But all the tools are there, and when comparing their skills, it's a no contest. Now, defense is interesting to look at, mainly due to the fact that it's been the most surprising part of Lonzo's game. It's pretty crazy that it was actually a criticism of Lonzo coming into the draft. And as a rookie, he came out there and was actually one of the better perimeter defenders in the whole league. Again, this is a part of LaMelo's game that people are concerned about, but I'm really not. First off, he's 6'8", so it's going to be hard to be terrible at the point guard position. The main concern on that end for him is effort, but seeing how much he's improved,
it's like KD. KD like
got a real shot at
7'6"
surprising on that end, similar to what we
7'5".
saw with his brother.
It's hard to be
Now, their
bad
situations
defense
as rookies
because you're
is
so tall.
much different. Lonzo went to an extremely young team, a team that had the second overall pick the past 3 seasons. He came in with the keys to the offense. They made that clear early when they traded away LiAngelo Russell. He went out there and was given 34 minutes a game, basically right off the bat. LaMelo is going to a much different scenario. Yes, he's going to a team that is also pretty bad, but I wouldn't expect 34 minutes a game. People get angry when I say this, but LaMelo is not going to start at the beginning of the season and probably...
I mean, he's not lying. I don't think he's lying. He's not starting now. I do not know why not. Jordan, come on, man. Come on. Come on, dog. Go ahead and start that kid. What we drafting for? Come on, Jordan. You bringing him off the bench? That's what we doing? Alright.
He won't have the most minutes at his position, but it's true. They've got Terry Rozier, who got 34 minutes a game last season and played pretty well. He averaged 18 points and 4 assists as a 41% three-point
I know he averaged 18.
They've got Devontae Graham, who got 35 minutes a game and at one point was the favorite to win Most Improved.
He should have.
He averaged 18 points and 8 assists, shooting 37% from 3.
So they both averaged 18.
They're just going to hand this team to LaMelo just because he was their top.
All right.
A little ridiculous.
6 man.
Now,
LaMelo, 6 man.
I still
Next year,
think
start.
we're going to see a ton of LaMelo this year, and I actually like this scenario much better than Lonzo's. He's actually got a good blend of both veteran and young talent. Overall, I'm excited to see what both these guys do this year, but I think it's safe to say Lonzo didn't meet expectations as a rookie, and I have a strong feeling that's not going to be the case with LaMelo. But that's it for you guys. You guys give me your thoughts in the comments below.
All right, man. You tell me. What you taking? It's hard. Go ahead and comment below right now, man. Who you taking? Because it's hard. I think people would think it's an easy choice, but it's not. Because I don't know. LaMelo is definitely a better scorer though. Big buckets. Comment below what you think, man. Go ahead and like up the video. When you have not, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Content coming on the daily. Until next time.